Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag accordion collaboration. If you are participating in this, make sure you use the hashtag so that other people can find you. It's all one word, all lowercase, and yeah, the whole idea is to make an accordion journal of some kind. That's the only the only thing you have to do. So we're just about done with this one. I've added a couple of things. I added one of the leaves that we did yesterday right there just because I liked it. And then I think I did this with you guys. I did something without you guys. Oh, here. I did these. So yeah, just made a couple journaling cards. This is in the new Whatnot kit, this circle wheel, and then this is Tim Holtz pieces, and that's in the new Whatnot. So is that. And I just did a little flip through video all on its own. I was supposed to link it to yesterday's video, but forgot, so it's just out there all on its own. But yeah, I did these. Oh, that's a very long thread. Where's my scissors? Or where are my scissors, I guess? And yeah, so that's what I did. So today we're going to work on these two pages and the cover for my envelope that it's going to go into. And I did the same thing as I did with the pink one that we just watched or did together, except I put the paper up there this time. I did on the pink one. I did go ahead and do some stuff up at the top just to finish it off. So that one is all done and spoken for. So now we just got to finish this one. So how is everybody? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm doing well. It is actually my 30th wedding anniversary today. And the day we got married was a beautiful fall day, sunshine, leaves falling, beautiful. Today is rainy, yucky, cold, but fall. You just don't ever know. We were just very lucky that year to have a gorgeous fall. So anyway, we're gonna go out to dinner later, but I thought I would make my video for, this is Thursday's video, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. What do you guys have going on? Anything fun or interesting? Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of anything happening. Mostly just been around here. Okay, so this is from the, oh my goodness, Paint and Play kit. Some nice, what do you call it? Bingo card there. This one on here. So yeah, don't have a whole lot going on. This bottom part will get covered, so that's why I'm not worried about that little extra plain part. I love doing these envelopes. I haven't done one for ages. I used to do these quite frequently for journals and things, kind of the pocket journal thing. And I like them a lot, and I had just totally forgotten about it. But then when we were talking about these accordion journals, I'm like, ooh, they would be great in a pocket. I used to have great big ones. I can't remember exactly how I was going to lay this out. No, I wasn't going to turn it that way. I think I need to rip this one so it's a little more straight. And this was going to go down here. So I just need to straighten that up, I think. These are all papers and things I've been using the whole time. This is in the new Deserted add-on. I have a new Christmas kit too. It's in the shop. It's black and white with pops of red, but it's different than the other black and white one that I did a few years ago. It's more of a vintagey Victorian look. Looks like painted. I called it Painted Christmas because the images kind of look like they've been like painted scenery of places. So anyway, if you want to pop over and look at that, I didn't print it out today, but I mean, I will eventually so that you guys can see it, a total flip through. But Etsy's allowing 20 photos now for listings, so that helps a ton. This digital kit is 25, so I couldn't do them all, but for most of my new kits that I put in, I'll be able to do more pictures, so that's nice, because then you get a better idea of what's in it. That's why I do the flip throughs on YouTube, or try to anyways, because I know you don't get to see all the images, so it's a little hard to decide if you want to buy it when you don't even know what in the world is in it, right? And then I have some bits and pieces. I have a doily just like the other one, and I'll stitch down this, so I'm not going to worry about the fact that it's open at the moment. I just need to figure out how I want to place this. And then I have another Tim Holtz vintagey looking photo here. Give it some wear and tear, right? Because they do get worn and torn. No doubt about that. They're way too perfect when you take them out of the package. Yeah, I was kind of bummed this morning that it was all rainy. Not that we're doing anything outside anyway, but it was beautiful the day we got married. The trees had changed color and it was a beautiful day. I just can't believe it's been 30 years. It's like, where does the time go? It's incredible. This is just a piece of the Tim Holtz collage strips here. I thought it would be kind of a good backing piece for that journal. The word journal there. And that's in the Whatnot. So is that kit. So if you haven't seen the flip through, you're probably not going to know what I'm talking about, but it's a new digital kit. Just has all kinds of crazy Whatnot. So that's what I called it. This isn't that. I'll put that there, I think. And I want to kind of tuck this under the picture a bit. And I have a velvet ribbon. This one I'm not going to be able to twist. Well, I mean, I could, but it just, the back isn't that great. So I'm going to just kind of put it on and kind of squinch it and squish it and figure out how I want it. And then, okay, that's going on something else. So that's pretty much it. I want to see that flower, so that's why I didn't add a whole bunch of other things on there. Trying to decide how I want this. I'll put that down. It's always tricky. Yeah, my daughter sent us a, happy anniversary text, and then later she says, it's cold. It's like, yes, it is. It's just cute. And my son said, yay. He loves the cold. He does not like the heat. He cannot with the heat. Like, he makes me look like I can totally handle heat. He just cannot. guess I'm gonna have to just go for it and glue that down. Let me use, I need another Scotch Crate. I just trust them more because I've used them for a long time and they work. So you could also, if you don't stitch it closed, then you can do some stitching on it before you are done with it. You know what I mean? As long as you don't glue it closed or cover it. Like the last one, I went around the corner with the doily. This one I'm going to leave because I may need to do a little stitching. This is a little bit heavier crocheted doily, and I'm a little bit worried about just doing it, putting it on here with glue sticks. So I'm going to go in and kind of dab, because I don't like the shininess of the glue stick under there. So that helps a little bit, because it will dry shiny as well. It's always something, you know, it just is. All the craziness that we do to make a journal. Okay, a lot of it hopefully will get covered, so we will just continue on here. This isn't going, it's going to hang off a little bit. Oh, phooey on you. These glue bottles, I'm telling you. Sorry, you can fast forward. I understand. I didn't think to get that going before I started this. Did not think about it. She makes me think of a teacher for some reason. I don't know why. Probably I'm thinking that a lot of women at that time period, if they had a job, that's kind of what they did. I mean, they did other things too, but do I want? It's just so flat. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last one and just tack it down as best I can. And hope that that works. It seemed to work fine on the last one. So all we can do is hope, right? I do like this velvety ribbon. Okay, so we're gonna need to come across here. I guess I didn't need to ding up that corner quite so much, did I? And I can always cut this one a little bit shorter if I need to, since I'm not twisting it. The other thing is this velvety ribbon. You don't want wet glue because it will show. That doesn't matter because there's a big old knot right there. But other spots, you can see it right through there. Oh, I need the other glue. Why am I using that one? No, this is just going to be a matter of playing with it, basically. So I'm probably going to want to chop this about Right there, I think. Oops. I had that good too. Oh, are you not gonna stick? Little stinker. You better. Well, we're gonna hope that it will stay there. I wanted to tuck that under and I forgot. But with the ribbon, it would be hard to do that. Anyways. I do like the color of it, but it's too big for that. All right. Well, I think that's it. And then after it dries, I will stitch it and we will make sure everything is stuck. And then I'll come back and show you. I think I'm gonna cut this one off because there's just not all that much left to wrap around. So I'm gonna let that dry before I pull something off. And then we're gonna work on the last 2 pages in here. Let's see where we get to with that. Okay, I am gonna put one of these in. That's gonna go in there. I can't remember exactly. I have stuff out, but I don't remember. Okay, that one goes on that page. And that one goes on that page. And the corner pocket. Okay. So we're going to put this down the side. I need to say hugs and blessings. Hugs and blessings to Barbara, Celeste, Judith, Roseanne, and Heidi. Thank you guys so much for always leaving kind comments, watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys. And if you don't mind, if you're new, please subscribe, and anyone could check the like button and make sure it works. Today, don't know, haven't tried it. You just click it once. Comment if you don't normally. I would love to get a comment. I mean, if you do normally, I also love to get a comment. I do appreciate it. Welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time or a short time. I do appreciate you guys. I wanted to do this, I think, and then this one on top. So yeah, that was fun yesterday doing those. Looking at this reminded me those painted leaves, and quite easy. Like, it's not super hard, and they come out pretty cool. Something different to do anyway. Great for a fall journal. Or possibly winter, as we played with yesterday. This one is kind of going over that middle line, but I'm not really worried. It's pretty thin paper, so I think it's not gonna cause a big problem. I've got a whole stack of these pages that are like stuck together because I just keep turning over the magazine pages. And I do hang it up over the top a little bit, and then I tear it off after it dries, because that just seems to work best for me. Oh my word. I have one of my corner pockets from the old stuff, digital, that we're gonna put on here. I need ink. I'm trying to find my brain. It is hiding from me. Oh wait, I want to put some of these on, huh? I think they'd look cool just on here for some extra layers. I do have my heater going in here today. I know, crazy. I had, all summer I had that fan going, and now I have my heater going. It's just not real warm. It's really not that cold. It's just that, you know, when it cools down like that after it's been warm, it just feels extra cold. This is a little ruler that's in the old stuff. And it'd look cool on there. Just for a little extra. Dimension and whatever. What'd I do? Oh, it's upside down, couldn't see it. Looking for the rusty color. Got glue on there, of course. Did I ink this one? I think I did, but for some reason it just does not. Looks like that edge is still white. These are simple little pockets to use, and I forget about them. That works pretty good. And then we're going to put, this is from, Places of the Past. Places of the Past. And it's a already completed tag, but I think I'm going to put this little, this is from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Label. Down at the bottom just for a little something. And I'll put some kind of fabric or something for a topper, but I like that little window. I think that looks pretty apropos. It doesn't want to go past that ruler. So that will go there. And then on the pocket, I'm going to put one of my, this is from the Whatnot kit. Vintage. And this is from the Paint and Play. Sorry, I know I keep saying, and a lot of you probably are like, yeah, we know, we don't care. I know, but there are people that do and will ask. So it's easier for me to say it when I'm making stuff than when they go, what is that number 12 5 days later? And I'm like, I don't know. So yes, that's why I do that. Not trying to drive everybody crazy. Okay. Then on the other page, I think I might just pop this one in here too. Yeah. Writing space, you know, because you don't have a lot when you decorate everything up. So now there's writing space and cool things to look at. So on this one, I'm going to just put some coffee dyed paper. I like this side better. This isn't going to take me very long. And then this journal is going to be done. So I guess we could do the flip throughs. And these ones are spoken for. This one's for Susie, and the other one is for Harriet. And then I will probably start on some Christmas stuff. Christmas journals. Because otherwise, we're not going to get anything done. And I don't know how many, I may just do one Christmas journal. I don't know. I have not decided. Depends on how long it takes me, what I end up doing. I'm kind of thinking of a bag journal because I've got some bigger bags than the last bag journal that I did that I kind of wanted to play with. So I don't know yet exactly. But we will figure it out. I am gonna have to, well, let me do this part first and let that dry, and then I'll tear that off. I want to turn this into a journaling card, so I need to back it because it's just very thin. Very thin paper. I can put that on, but I want a layer in between. Because did I mention it's very thin? Okay. And these are my vintage posters fall that I'm using. That's what this image is. It's one of my older kits that you might already know about, but you might not if you're new. They're just cool old posters. These scissors. There are still a number of you on my list for journals, so and I'm trucking along, but it may be a bit before I get everybody. I'm trying. I love her little cat sitting there next to her. That's so cute. My cat's doing good. I mean, he's got a stuffy nose, but he's still being a little crazy nutball, so. Crazy nutball. Okay, that's much better. Not near so flimsy floppy. And then I wanted to use this circle. And that's from the old stuff. I think I want to put one of these flowers, I think. I haven't tested this out, but just something along that edge up there. Oh, except I was going to put this up there. So that's probably not going to work. Oh, and I need to figure this out, huh? Yes. Got my tag, fabric stick. Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. That's the easiest way I figured to do this. Works well. Stuff looks old and ripped. So this one I was going to put here. This is just one of these from the Whatnot. I backed it just because I'm going to hang it over a little bit. And then I just stitched some fabric on there. And that's literally all that is. That is it. And then the circle. What did I do with the circle? Oh my goodness. I was going to put that there. And this lady in behind. I think that will work. Could I make this a little shorter? Because I do like something over here. I think I can make it shorter. I don't think it matters. And these are die cuts. They're called dried flowers in my shop. Get rid of that. Put some glue on this. I don't really know. These are supposed to be like kind of like old bus tickets or what, but they're just fun layering pieces, or you know, you can tuck them under something. I think you could do a lot of things with these. Something different. We all use labels and labels and labels, but sometimes you just want something different. Turn it this away. Yeah, I think that'll work. This takes concentration. They're so tiny. Okay, this I just want to put glue on part of it so that you can tuck in behind it still. I don't know what that circle is, but it's cool looking. Okay, and then our poster. I don't want to mess with that a whole lot. Then we have to come back here and tear the back off of this one. Or cut it, depending on how well it tears or does not. Don't love cutting them because I like the look of the tear better, but sometimes it's too thick. Probably would have been smarter just to make them a little shorter than the top, but oh well, it is what it is now. It's done. I always have to do it the hard way. Always. That goes in there. This one I'm putting behind just because I don't want to cover him up. Quite dapper gentleman. All right, I think that is good. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to stitch the envelope closed. And then I will do a flip through of both of them. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back and they're both done. So I'll do a flip through of this one first. This was the main one that we started with. So you've seen the envelope. I just stitched it closed. And these are both spoken for. So this front part here has this little journaling card, another journaling card, and then these also come out and you can write on those. There's a little piece of paper just hanging out there. So that one comes out, and the littler envelope also comes out. That's a little harder because it's so tiny. But yeah, just some fun little hidden journaling spots there. And those are those envelopes that are in my Etsy shop. You do have to play with that a little bit. And I just noticed that this wants to lift up over here. That's the good part about a flip through. You get to see all the things that need tending to at the end, right? That happens. So those go back in there. I think that'll hopefully stick down now. And then it opens this way, and we have a journaling spot here. I had so much fun with this collaboration, so I thank everyone who participated. I loved seeing all the pictures that you guys posted on Instagram, and those of you that were doing YouTube videos. I thank you guys. It really was fun. I'm sad that I'm done. Like, you just want it to keep going, but we'll move on to another, probably do Christmas next. So tomorrow I'm going to do something different for I Saw It in Somerset Studio Magazine, but then we'll probably start with the Christmas thing. So there's actually quite a bit of journaling space in this journal. This is a pocket too. So yeah, that's the nice part about that. Even though it's very decorated up, there's lots of extra little spots. Okay, so then it goes to this next page. We have 2 tags in that pocket. Pretty large pocket. And then this one's just decorative with the dangle on there. And you go to the back. It is signed. And then open it this way, and we have a journaling card, which you guys saw because I showed you this at the beginning, but we're doing a flip through, so we're going to see the whole thing. And 2 tags in that pocket for writing. You could write on here with a dark pen. That one, and then it flips over to this spot, and that's one of the leaves that we did together, the gold shiny leaves. You can write there, you can write there. You could probably even write on that if you wanted. And then another one here. This is what we just did today, obviously. And flips over, and then here we have this young gent on those are those old advertisements. I have that book, and that digital is in the shop. And this one, the girls. And then we are here. And this also comes out. So yeah, lots of writing space in that one. That was, oh my gosh, so much fun. So I highly recommend, if you haven't made an accordion, that's definitely a fun one to do. And I do like making the pocket for it to go in as well. So there's that. And then this one is the pink one. This was the one that I tore the first video and could not figure it out, but Carol Laws did a video, and I made another one that has the zigzag step. And you do that by taking a whole file folder, scoring it. I think the score was 4 inches apart. I can't even remember. It's been a minute. Let me see. I think it was 4. Yeah, they're 4 inches. So you score it every 4 inches, and then you tear it from the halfway mark of the file folder So wherever the halfway is, and go upward. And then that way you can get that zigzag, because what I did with this one was I started tearing it at 7, which was kind of the high point that I wanted, because this is about the high ones back there, 7.5. And tried to go down, but it just doesn't work as well doing it that way. So I had this big gap from these pages to these tall pages, but I added a couple of pieces. This tag comes out, but the Tim Holtz portrait, she's attached, just to kind of give you that stepped look there. And I got a piece of old paper stuck here on my bird. We don't want that. My goodness. You know, the scraps that don't ever want to go away. I'm telling you, they just want to hold on. All right, so we'll go through this one. So same, these large pockets are 6 3/4 by 8 1/4 high, and then you cut this down a little bit lower. You know, you can round these, or I used my envelope punch board, do a thumb notch, decorate the front. It's just kind of a fun little thing. They're great for Christmas presents too, if you want to make a quick journal for family or whatever. So here I did add this butterfly. It was just this flower, but then I wanted the butterfly on the front of this one, just a little kind of belly band there. And obviously you can write on the back of that. And then it flips open. Writing space, we have this, which I just showed you, but it's a tag, and pocket there. It was fun making 2 of them, it really was. And then these girls are just glued on the bottom so that you can tuck something in behind them. Made that. A lot of this one I did on my own, just because I was already making the other one. Writing spot there. This one does have more actual writing spots. Writing spot. This pocket is one of in my pocket kits. In my Etsy shop, there's these pockets that look like real pockets. Like a whole set of them. I think there's a couple of digitals of those. And then I also often include them in my digital downloads anyway. That one's all decorative. You guys saw me do that one. There's the back. You can write here. It's signed. This one opens up this way, and then we have journaling spot there. And then this is that one that I showed you guys before. Mitzie sent me one, and this was the one I made. And yeah, there's a lot of journaling space on that one. So it just went perfect with this accordion journal. That's a JoeyCardmaker image there. And then these, and a playing card that's just been backed. It just had bunnies, and I don't know. I like this color. Kind of goes with, you know, what's throughout. Oh, did I never make a card? Well, I will be making a card to go in there. Thought I did it. Here's Our Lady again. Journaling card. Writing spot. And there we are. Or, nope, we got this one. I was like, wait, there's more. Little writing spots there. So yeah, those are my accordion journals. I loved it. I thank you guys so much. I thank my friends, Carol, Mitzie, Nancy, and Linda. Thank you guys so much for participating in this with me. I really, really appreciate you. So there is that. That is what I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and continue to watch the ladies that are still working on theirs, because, you know, that's fun to see how theirs are going to turn out. And I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.